I can hear that train a-coming as we're getting ready to lay down some tracks in front of our base, and then we explore the Biomes You'll Go Better End Biomes. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video! I'm just over here adding a few little changes to the cars that we did last time in the last episode, but I think they make such a huge improvement to our town. It's so nice to actually see some stuff around here in the empty parking lots. They're no longer empty. I've also been AFKing over here at the industrial district just a little bit to get some more iron, and I have plenty, thousands and thousands of iron blocks now. You can see the copper still oxidizing, looking great, and also letting these botany pots here just cook up a little bit. All of this stuff is really common for villager trading, so I wanted to get a stockpile of items in case I wanted to do some villager trading. Also been stockpiling some villagers, just in case that's something we want to do later. Flattening out this area, getting ready to put in a floor at some point, but that's not on the agenda for today. What is on the agenda for today is we are going to start with the create trains just a little and then explore a new mod we added in the newest update on this server. Of course, we're playing a mod pack. Yes, there are some building mods. We've got create, we've got some custom building like McCall's roofs, Croptopia, things like that. It's not a super intensive pack, but one thing we do have is the create and the create trains, and they are so cool. I don't even know what these do. Portable fuel interfaces with biofuel. Yeah, this stuff, I like. Track buffer, steam and rail. So this is the stuff I want to mess around with at some point. We've got train tracks, they're 3 wide. And then he's got a train like chassis going on here. Carriage contraption. It's got a hole of a train, and then these are the controls. So I'm a train nerd. Like, I'm not a train nerd in the sense that I collect model trains and know every sound of every train that is still in use. But I just think they're really fascinating, and having them in Minecraft is just so freaking cool. We're going to be able to make and ride trains, and I think the plan on our server is to have a train going all the times, or possibly 2 trains. Oh, what has he got over here? This is the monorail. So I think if we get in here, we can actually like ride this thing up to Styrkat space, which is really cool. Oh, he's got a tennis court down here. They've been doing some aesthetical building too. So we're going to get in place a line for our trains to go, because I think the idea is that the trains are going to go up and over to Zinjy's area, over here to Fuzzy Cubs and Callie's, down through town, and then down to Crim in my area. So I want to go ahead and make a line so that everyone can get connected. And we will definitely be making our own train and possibly train station very similar to this one very soon. I wanted to choose a very distinctive block for our train track. So we're going to be going with tough, and I think I want the train to run adjacent to this road that we're going to have running here. Now this is something really common that they do in the Midwest a lot. And that's kind of the base look we're going for, that kind of prairie Midwestern theme. And they often put roads right alongside adjacent to train tracks. So that's basically what we're going to do. The trains are 3 wide. We're going to have a 2 block gap in between. And there's going to be 2 different trains running. One clockwise, one counterclockwise. That way people can move around the server as fast as they need to be moving. I think this will be a fun way to explore the server for sure. Like, it just seems like a fun way to move around. So with that, we're going to go ahead and put some of these tough blocks in place and do a little bit of decorating around it. Something like some maybe some of the tough is kind of falling apart into the grass. Maybe it's turning into gravel. You know, this is kind of the material that goes under the train tracks. I think it has a very specific name, and I'm totally blanking on the name of the gravel and material that goes under a train track. If someone knows, put it in the comments. Well, Styrkat and Fuzzy are over here admiring my build. At least that's what they said. That's what they said. They like the landscaping too. And I think that this turned out great. We've got the rails here, one to go clockwise, one to go counterclockwise. Reintroducing the prairie grass yet again. Great, great grass. Man, can we get this in vanilla? Please, it's so nice. Or something like this. I mean, we do have some variety in the vanilla game, but I think it just really makes at least this like Midwestern kind of base really come together. We've got oak fences holding back the dirt. You can see all the dirt and gravel behind, and using spruce to cap it off. Up here, the train tracks are going to go here, but I was going to craft them. They take a little bit of create crafting, and I just don't have the create set up to handle this level of crafting quite yet. So I'm going to add that to the to-do list. Over here, we've got a to-do list, and each of these pieces of paper have something on it that I'm going to try to get done every episode as a side project. Some of them are little, some of them are a little bit larger of a projects, but shouldn't take more than 4 or 5 minutes of kind of content to do, and we will tie that in to our episodes. So we've already done one today, which is setting up the basics for the rail, and now we're going to explore with a new mod that we just added to the server. And instantly we are over at the end dimension in the game. When we initially started this pack, we wanted to use the better end mod, but it really messed with the spawning of the vanilla end cities. The generation of it was just really whack. So now that we've got all of the basic end rating out of the way, we have decided that it is time to illuminate black. Oh, it still emits light even though it's black. That's interesting. We decided to go ahead and add it back in and regenerate a portion of the end. Now, if I hit F3 and look east, the eastern direction is where we generated the better end. I know a few other people have already rated some stuff there, and I myself have not experimented with the better end mod, so it's time. We're going to take flight. Actually, I'm going to grab some rockets. I do have the angel wing, just in case things go south. But for now, I think I'm just going to use the elytra. It's actually a little bit faster to use the elytra than to fly with the angel ring, believe it or not. So we are going to fly this way, hello Enderman Farm, and find the better end. If you're doing this, make sure you hit F3 every once in a while and make sure that you're not too low in the world. Right now I'm at 73, and we're going to go on up, try to hover around 80 to 100. Whoa. Okay. This is my first time genuinely seeing any of this stuff. So I got a feeling we're going to get some new blocks to harvest, to build with, some new things that we can put in botany pots. All the sounds. Nightshade log. Yeah, this is a new tree I don't have yet, so let's try to get a sapling. We'll put it in our botany pots. This biome is pretty cool. Picked up a chorus fruit too. Let's see if there's anything else for us to collect here. This biome is quite purple. Oh, this is interesting. Bulbous stem. Let's see if I can... Oh, I can grab this. Bunch of fungal kind of blocks in this biome, which is very cool. Fungal imperative stem. Okay, so this... I think there may be like a sapling back here. That's the tricky part for me. Yeah, this would be like a sapling. So we can put this in the botany pots. I love the color of this biome. They're like teal and... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So one of the additional things that we're going to be able to get with the better ends in the the biomes you'll go is ametrine. Sorry. We're trying to get ametrine gems, ametrine ore, ametrine clusters. With this, we're going to be able to make better gear. Now, it's not as good as the warden gear that we have on, but I would like to collect a little bit of it. The ametrine can only be found in a specific biome. I believe it's called Viscal Isles. So that is what I'm going to fly around and look for. Okay, here you go. So this one spawned correctly. This is one of the vanilla end cities. Are there any shulkers in here? Have people been here? Way up in the sky, I found this. Ametrine ore. Let's use fortune. We get the gems. Some of these look like, yeah, they're budding plants. Now, what is this? Vermilion skulk. Interesting. Well, it seems to be relatively easy to get a bunch of this stuff fast. So these budding crystals here, you can see we silk touch it. Yeah, we get a cluster. Let's grab our cluster. Ether stone and vermilion skulk. Kind of an interesting block. So I believe you need to turn everything into blocks in order to kind of work with this. Let's see if we can't make a block. Oh yeah, we can make tons of blocks of this stuff. Easy. Look how much, like, we have so much of it now. And then with this, we can craft horse armor. We can craft a bunch of this horse armor. For the upgrades of the armor, we use the blocks. And I believe that's about all we can really do with it right now. It's definitely hard to get to if you don't have Elytra, but I think with the addition of Elytra, it's not too bad. It did take me a little bit of flying around in order to find it, of course. But not that bad once we found some islands. So tons of custom biomes here in the better end of the the biomes you'll go. This addition adds a ton new trees and blocks for us to use. I've already collected some that we're going to be able to plant in our botany pots back at the greenhouse. But I'm going to collect a few more blocks while we're here. Oh, get out of here, you. Hey. Well, that expedition was relatively short, but we got tons and tons of ametrine blocks. Kind of an interesting one, and I wanted to test something. I know that we have, like, unlimited iron, so powering beacons isn't that big of a deal with iron, obviously. It's literally free, but I wanted to see if the beacons can be powered by ametrine. And they can. Interesting. I still think, yeah, you've got to use one of these to set it up, but it kind of acts as a beacon power option. Whoa, that broke fast. And there's our beacon. Hello, tree chicken. This chicken is always in a tree. Tree chicken and child. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. It might be a little bit shorter, but a lot of work went on to get the railway and the train up and going, and I've got more plans for what we can do with that very soon. Everyone on the server is getting excited about using trains. We're planning, we're scheming, and everyone's becoming a train conductor. Thank you so much for ghost noises. What is that supposed to mean? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.